Hey, what's up Pokemon trainers? You got Pokemon Master TC, and I am back to answer another question that was submitted to my channel. That question is going to be, how old is Ash from Pokemon? And that's a great question because Ash starts his journey at 10 years old. But does it ever change, and is there any evidence to suggest that he's older? Well, we are going to be digging into all of that today, and yes, I have 6 examples of where the Pokemon anime states his age to give us a conclusion. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that sub button because I've got tons of Pokemon content on this channel, tons of Pokemon discussions, rankings, and showcases of my personal collection. Okay, let's figure out the final answer of how old is Ash from Pokemon.
Pokemon changed my life. It became my first addiction. The TV show, games, cards, and toys. I was enamored by it all. Becoming a Pokemon Master was all that I cared about as a kid, and so I became one. Join me, Pokemon Master TC, as I relive the most nostalgic part of my childhood and showcase my Pokemon collection, and most important of all, share my love of Pokemon with you.
Pokemon trainers, I have 6 examples from the anime and the movies that state exactly how old Ash is. So let's go ahead and kick this off, starting with the very first episode titled Pokemon I Choose You. In this episode, the narrator, Professor Oak, and Ash's mom all state that he is 10 years old. So he is starting his journey at 10. Now in the first season of the anime, they actually talk about Ash's age a lot more compared to how it goes further on in the series, but we get another hint of how old Ash is in the very next episode, Pokemon Emergency. Ash hands over his Pokedex to Officer Jenny, and the Pokedex states that Ash is 10 years old. So at least episode 1 to episode 2 is consistent, Ash is 10 years old. A couple episodes go by, and then we get to episode 10, Bulbasaur and the Hidden Village. In this episode, Misty teases Ash about his age, and she says he is 10 years old. And so at least we have a good consistency of Ash's age from episode 1 to episode 10. But from here on out, the episodes stating exactly how old Ash is are few and far in between. Let's head to the very first movie titled Pokemon the First Movie. I know, quite a great title. But in the opening narration of this movie, the narrator states that Ash is again a 10-year-old boy. And so, however much time has passed between the movie and Ash's journey, he is still 10. Now this is where it gets crazy because 5 years go by from the very first episode in 1997 to 2002, where they again bring up Ash's age. This episode is from Pokemon Advanced Generation, and it's the very first one. It is titled Get the Show on the Road. And in this episode, May says that she is 10, and she says that she is the same age as Ash. Again, confirming that Ash is just 10 years old, despite 5 years going by in our lifetimes. All right, trainers, are you ready for the final piece of evidence that Ash forever stays 10 years old in the anime? Let's jump another 8 years ahead to the very first episode of Pokemon Black and White. This episode was titled In the Shadow of Zekrom, and the narrator directly states that Ash is a 10-year-old Pokemon trainer starting in Unova. And unfortunately, that is the very last piece of evidence that directly states how old Ash is in the anime. The anime would go on for another 13 years starring Ash Ketchum, but it never mentions his age again. So in those 13 years, there's no mention of how old Ash is. So that means canonically, Ash is forever 10 years old. I wish I had the magical power that Ash had to stay forever young, in appearance at least. At least I am going to be forever young in my heart. Hopefully you Pokemon trainers can relate to that with our love of the Pokemon franchise, but that is the answer to how old Ash Ketchum is from Pokemon. He's 10, and that is 6 pieces of evidence that directly state that. So trainers, if I missed anything, any other pieces of evidence to suggest otherwise, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I've got tons of Pokemon content on it, and if you have a question about Pokemon, submit it, and maybe I'll answer it. Trainers, I wish you the best in catching them all.